Welcome back. We are Two Minds Unfiltered.
And clearly we have a new set.
Yes.
Sorry for the whiplash from last episode's set to this one, but that one was only temporary anyway. We were waiting for this one to be ready.
Yes.
So
This is our permanent set. Well, it might change a little bit, but
so we might shift a few times before we find the perfect spot. But this is practically gonna be the set for every video, maybe adding a few trinkets here and there. But you can't see it, but there's a lit up moon over there.
Do you turn it on?
Nope. Are you on? Probably can't see that, but there's a lit up moon over there. It's pretty cool. But then we have this lovely sign.
I drew it.
I drew the middle though. I drew a logo. I did do that. So yeah, we don't mean to whiplash you with a new set, but the last one was nice, but it felt like it didn't feel like podcast room. Like it was cute, but this is our vibe. I feel like.
Yeah. Today we are answering questions.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a little bit more lighthearted
podcast episode.
Yeah, topic. I was thinking topic, but it's not really a topic. But
we literally were talking about a killer, so it's
just something more light. We picked a lot of funny questions.
Yes, but also we want you guys, whoever's watching, if you want to answer some of the questions that we asked down in the comments, we would love to see what you guys have for answers to some of these.
Yes.
So this is like a two-way game, answer it as you want, whatever questions we ask. If you have something funny that you want to share, we love reading comments.
Yes.
So, all right.
Should we get started? If you had to eat one food or dish daily for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Well, I know my answer quite off the bat, and I think anyone that knows me would know my answer, but it's anything pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Well, do you know mine?
Do I know yours?
Do you know what I would pick?
Is it like a restaurant, or is it like a food? Like an actual...
It's like a dish.
Swedish meat? That would be my choice.
That is really good.
Our mom makes the best thing ever. It's called Swedish meat.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just kind of like a casserole dish, but oh my gosh, it's so good. I cry over it.
She has literally cried over it, which I think is really funny. But I've definitely cried over my favorite foods. Yeah. So yeah, it's not.
I don't get it very often, so.
No, you don't.
I don't know. I feel like a bad friend that I don't know this answer.
I think mine would have to be probably Skylark chicken tenders and fries.
Ooh, okay, I would not have gone there. I was thinking Taco Bell. You eat Taco Bell a lot.
I do, but not for the rest of my life.
No.
I think I would have severe gut problems.
Yeah. That's not what I was expecting though. But I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
And their fries.
Now I want fries.
Now I want fries. But what is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you during a vacation/work day?
Well, back when I was a freshman in high school, we went to Spain on spring break. And my mom is a Spanish teacher, so she can talk. She would talk to everybody. Mm-hmm. I could speak a little bit of Spanish. Un poco. If you know, you know. And so we were down in, I can't remember where. I think we were in Valencia. And we were on the Mediterranean. And this little kid came running up to me, started talking Spanish. And I looked at him and I go, "No habla español." And he goes, "Huh?" And I was like, "Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I don't speak. I said I don't speak Spanish to him
in Spanish. But the fact that you said that in Spanish is hilarious.
He was 6 years old, and he was probably like, "You just said, yeah."
Spoke in Spanish. He was probably like, "Stupid Americans."
Yeah, I was just like, "Dude, who are you?" I was like, "Where's your parents?"
Yeah, why are you just walking around talking to strangers? Mine's not as
Oh, this is funny.
Interesting.
This is really funny.
Basically, I was traveling with my family. I don't remember where exactly. But we were at a rest stop, okay? and it was summertime, I believe. It had to have been because obviously bugs. I don't know why, but I was sitting outside. I was sitting outside the bench. Maybe I was stretching my legs. I don't remember, but I remember I didn't want to be in the car. Probably because we were in the car for a while.
Probably.
Anyway, I'm sitting there just minding my own beeswax, if you want to put the pun in there. And all of a sudden, I look up because I hear a buzzing, and I see this fat bumblebee coming my way, and I'm already kind of like, oh, I don't like this because I don't like bees. But I didn't have time to react because this thing was flying fast. How fat it was. It was coming straight at me. It literally decked me in the forehead, raised past me, like literally sideswept me. Like it's like a hit and run. Speaking of bugs.
Okay.
And it just like went through my whole head. And it went through my hair, and that's the part that freaked me out because I didn't know if it was still in there. I don't know if it got stuck. So you see me, like, probably no context what happened. I literally stand up, and I have full on body shaking everywhere, like tossing my head. I wasn't screaming, but I was making noise. And I looked like I was like on something, and this old couple was walking by, and the judgiest look on their face. Well, I'm still freaking out that there's a bee in my hair. And then as soon as I didn't cry or anything, you could literally see there was a red dot on my forehead from
That's
how
funny,
hard it
though.
hit me. Like it hurt. It hurt. I was just like,
it's funny though.
It was funny because literally no one saw it. And so when they came out of the bathroom, I was freaking out and I was telling them, and they just thought it was hilarious. And ever since I've had bad luck with things flying into my head.
Yeah.
I always used to say that my forehead was like a sonar to land, you know?
It's a landing strip.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's so pale that it reflects light.
It does.
Yeah.
You can tell your other one.
Well, basically, I was in Salem for a vacation because best place on earth, and it was like end of August, so it was still like warmish.
Well, when you told me this, I was dying.
So we decided to go get ice cream because they have like a lot of local shops there, and we're thinking like we'll walk around because they have like a little kind of like a mini pier, but we're like, let's get ice cream and then walk because we're just like strolling. It was a really nice night. We go in there and I'm like, I want a small because it's like I don't need a massive thing ice cream. I get this ice cream and she stacks it. This is a small. She literally like piles it up there, which like granted, good worth the money. But I was like, what am I gonna do with this? And so I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm walking out, and mind you, it's like probably 80 degrees out there. So it's melting, and it's melting fast. And obviously, I can only eat so much, so I'm like trying to eat it, and it's like literally dripping everywhere. All of a sudden, I have like black raspberry ice cream going all the way down my hands, down my shirt. It was on my pants, and it would not stop dripping. Like I would like clean it up, it would drip. Like I'm telling you, I had like mounds of napkins just filled with like melted ice cream. And we were like trying to walk, and like there's no trash cans really yet, so we had to wait, and it just kept dripping and dripping, and we could not stop laughing because we're like, it's never ending ice cream. Like where is it still coming from? Because at that point, I had shaved off a good amount that it was like down in the cup, but it was still just going. I'm like, where is this coming from at this point? Now it's just a joke. And then I still didn't get rid of it, even though there's a trash can. Still continuing to have stickiness all over. And we thought it'd be a good idea to walk all the way down to the lighthouse. And I have a picture. I might put it up here. You can see me holding it up like this. You probably can't see any of the ice cream, but I tell you, I was covered.
You're probably sticky.
In ice cream. And
that makes me like, ooh, that irks me. Oh, Lord. Anyways, that kind of shit like irritates me. Because it's just like, I don't like having things in my hands, especially sticky stuff. And I'm like, this isn't a question. I just gotta tell this story. So, I don't even remember. I think it was last winter when I was still in school. And I was on my way to my like 8:30 a.m. class, and also I commuted every day. And I left a banana in my car for the next morning because I was like, it's fine. It'll be fine. Whatever. I just wanted like I didn't usually eat breakfast, so I wanted a banana. And I'm driving to school. First of all, it was green. Like, green. felt like this. It was a
Thanks
little
for
bit
the
like
color lesson.
green.
It was not a ripe banana.
No,
right.
it was like, and it was frozen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I couldn't even peel it. And I'm literally driving down 81, defrosting my banana in front of the heater just so I could eat breakfast on the way to school.
Yep.
And people were passing me, and I like looked over, and I was normal. I'm like, just defrosting my banana.
Yeah, normal,
and
casual.
They're just like, what is she doing?
Yeah,
what
she
is
doing
this?
That? Yeah.
And I'm like, hi guys, just wanted a banana.
Just defrosting my banana. How's your day going?
And then I told Kyle, and he's like, he's picking on me, right? And he goes, you're like, what is it, Gollum?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He reenacts this for me. He goes, precious. It's like, I'm
My
like,
precious banana.
yes.
And
I'm like, you're terrible for that. How dare you?
hey, when a girl is hungry and desperate, she will do anything to get food.
It was an 8:30 a.m. class, and I'm like, I don't have time to eat breakfast. I have a banana in the car.
And you needed to have something. You couldn't just have like nothing. So
that was a terrible banana. It did not taste good, and I think I ate like 3 bites.
Well, probably because it wasn't ripe.
It was ripe and frozen.
Hard,
It
yeah.
wasn't. Yeah, it was unripe and frozen. It was terrible.
Oh my!
I do not. If you follow me on Threads, you would see I 0 out of 10 recommend eating a frozen unripe banana.
Yeah. At 8:30 in the morning in the car, heating it up.
If you could be any animal or mythical creature, what would you be and why? I think it would be a centaur.
Oh,
they're cool.
That's not where I thought you were going. You know, like any mythical creature, it could be like vampire, werewolf,
but centaurs
siren,
are cool.
mermaid.
Why would you? I feel like you would be a siren. Definitely would be like a siren getting
all the men and killing them. Sure. I don't know. I really don't know if I would.
Like I said, centaurs are pretty cool. What's Mr. Tumnus?
He is a satyr. Satire? He's half goat, half man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Tumnus. I love Mr. Tumnus. I love Narnia.
Narnia? Oh, greatest movies. I would be, if any of my book girlies are out there, I'd probably be Fae. A Fae.
I don't know what that is.
It's basically like they're a mix between, I don't know how to explain it if you don't already know what it is. It's like they're immortal, but they're not. Like they can die and they grow really, really slow. Like they age really slowly. But they're like superhuman strength. They're tall. They're fast. They've got like canines. They've got the pointy ears. I would be Fae. Actually, if you made so yeah, I'd be a Fae.
I would still. What are the bison? Half bison, half like human. What are those? They're in Narnia as well. Minotaur.
Oh, a minotaur. Yeah, like from the mythology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't want to be a minotaur. You want the like top half of your body to be a bull.
No, it'd be the other way around.
Okay, but then that's not a minotaur. Minotaurs their tops are bulls.
That'd be fine.
Okay. I'm just saying.
They're cool. I don't know. I'd probably be one.
Although a siren would be cool too, because it's like they're pretty. They're still I love water. I love swimming. I used to be called the Little Mermaid. Was obsessed with the Little Mermaid.
I did not like the Little Mermaid.
Literally dyed my hair bright red like Ariel. But I wouldn't want to be like the cutesy mermaid. Kind of that's scary. I don't want to be scary, but like
you are scary in general. You're not even a mythical creature. You're scary.
I know. I'm concerning. Scary.
Yes. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would be one of those just because they're cool.
I would just want, or anything, if I could, like, switch up that question, I would just want to be in the land of Narnia because I'm surrounded by mythical creatures.
Yes.
What's the most hilarious fashion trend / movie you secretly love? Take it away.
Well, it's very trendy now, but
I beg to differ.
Well, you're just not trendy, apparently.
I'm not. I'm ancient.
Yeah, you don't know what's hip anymore.
Okay, I said that one time. I literally said it that one time.
Okay, Grandma. I love wearing socks with sandals. I refuse to not wear socks with sandals. It's socks with Crocs, socks with sandals. Like, you have to do it. Very trendy now. Yes. I don't want my dogs hanging out. I don't. No free shows,
Don't
man.
even wear sandals at that point. The point of sandals is for your dogs to be hanging out in the heat.
No, because they can still breathe. The wind goes through the sock fibers and it cools your foot, but you still have them covered.
If your sock gets wet, life's ruined.
Well, then you just take your sock off.
Then you're just left with the normal sandal. Why
Exactly.
don't you just start that way?
No, because I can't. No. Socks with sandals. It's a thing. I cannot leave the house in good conscience and not wear socks with sandals if I'm wearing sandals. It's like those Balenciaga like sock shoes.
Oh, I hate those. It looks.
Answer in the comments, please. I need to know. Do you wear socks with the sock shoes or do you not?
I feel like maybe ankle socks. Because you don't want your feet sweaty in them.
I don't know. Because they're sock shoes.
I know,
but they're also shoes.
Exactly. You're still touching your feet to the bottom of the shoe. I don't know.
I don't know. They make me uncomfortable because you can see your toes wiggling in there.
Oh.
Yeah, it makes me very uncomfortable. But I was just wondering. Let me know.
Well, mine's not really that interesting. And it's really not that hilarious. And it's not a movie. But it's Bridgerton. Something that I secretly love. It's a guilty pleasure and I hide it from most people. Now it's out in the world, on the internet, I guess. It's like, I wanted to hate it because it's so cliche.
Isn't it like the American version of like Downton Abbey?
No, it's still British.
Oh, well, clearly I didn't watch it, so.
No, but it's more like the modern version. It's very drama, very dramatic. And very romancy. Like, it's like very romantic, like cliche romance. So, but I love it.
You're weird.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
I mean, it's not a bad one.
No, it's just it doesn't really follow the question, but it's something that I secretly love.
Well, it's not a secret anymore, but
it's not.
Okay. What's one thing you know about me that others would be surprised to learn? Actually, no.
I would be surprised to learn. I don't think there's anything like, and I don't mean this a bad way, but I don't think there's anything that's like surprising to people to learn because you don't really have any like weird side hobbies that you do. I mean, you're like Phantom of the Opera, which I guess could be like to the outsiders could be very uncharacteristic.
That's true.
I don't know.
I feel like it's the same for you.
Yeah, I mean, I said that I'm a huge D&D fan.
Yes.
And you would not see me as someone who loves D&D. Or maybe you do. Maybe I look like a D&D geek. Yeah, exactly. Nerd. All my fellow D&D lovers out there, I see you, I hear you, and I love you.
I don't think I really have anything. I can speak some Spanish.
Yeah, but that's not really like...
Well, you don't look at me and you're like, you speak Spanish.
And you just talked about how your mom's a Spanish teacher, or she was.
True.
So, you grew up in a household with Spanish. I don't know if there's anything that they would be surprised to learn about you. Or what were you gonna say?
I don't think I really have one. I thought about it, and then I was like, no, it's not. It's not really that interesting.
We'll say it and see if
I said it was biology. I love biology.
Oh, I mean, if you...
But it's not that interesting. Or surprising. I mean, like, it's... I guess we'll skip it, because I don't really have an answer for that one.
I love Broadway, and I love ballet.
You just went to the ballet?
I did. I saw the Nutcracker. Oh, it's the most amazing thing ever.
It wasn't on Broadway.
No, it was just our local ballet, but it was so beautiful nonetheless.
Yeah.
Sure. Or the Toxic Just Dance.
Like, yeah, she knows it by heart.
That's my party trick.
It is.
I will literally, like, if that song plays, and she can attest this, it plays at the gym, I start dancing.
Oh my God, she stopped her workout to do that.
I did.
It was so funny. I can't with it.
What song or artist will always remind you of our friendship?
It's got to be the soundtracks from High School Musical.
100%. But which one specifically?
The boys are bad. The boys are bad. The boys back, gonna do it again, gonna wake up the neighborhood.
And that's all we can say, or we'll get copyrighted.
Yes.
And no free karaoke.
No.
No, but
it's got to be the boys are back.
That is our, yes. Every time we hear that song, we black out. And
oh my god. Know all the words. It's, yeah.
And like just even the dancing, stuff like that, them in the junkyard? No, cart.
They're in the, junkyard.
Yeah. That, that sums us up pretty much. I feel like.
Well, because they're talking about, like, being friends since kids.
Yeah, that's us.
That's literally us.
And them just, like, messing around, goofing off.
What's our funniest memory together from school, college, or work?
Well, unfortunately, like, us together, me and you.
What's our funny? Yeah, together.
We didn't go to school together.
It doesn't matter. We can just pick a memory from, like, that era of our lives.
Try to block that out sometimes.
Me too.
And I've never worked with you.
You do now.
So, I do, yes. I do work with you. And there has been quite a few.
It's gotta be the
moments.
table.
Oh, my table incident?
Yeah.
I'm sure that you guys have already seen that.
So tell us how you really feel.
I don't know.
I don't know. What's our funniest memory together?
What isn't? What's a time that, like, we could not stop laughing about something?
I feel like we had a lot of those when we came home from the gym.
Oh, our talks from the gym in the car.
Yeah. Shoot.
Oh, shoot, dang.
They're not coming to me now.
I don't know. I mean, granted, we have a lot of them, so it's not like we can't remember because we don't know. It's just that they all,
yeah. I guess we'll come back to that one.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Which one of our inside jokes is your favorite? We
have a lot
tons.
of them.
I could fill a whole book. But some we can't say on the internet.
I think my favorite has to be hypothetically.
Yeah. Bad circumstance, but funny nonetheless.
Yes. Yeah. Because I referred to it again in my letter to my professor when I graduated.
It was like anything that we would do, it's like hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
So it's like, it can't actually happen if it's hypothetical.
Exactly. Like, she didn't. I'll give you a story. I'll give you, like, a circumstance here. So I was going to get her. She did a lot for me in college, my last 2 years. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to get her roses for graduation. And so I was like, I asked her, I was like, oh, well, do you want roses? Like, what do you want? And she was like, well, you're not going to give me roses. You're not going to give me anything. And I was like, well, do you like roses? And then she was like, well, yes, I like roses. And I was like, do you like Legos? Hypothetically, of course.
Yes.
And she goes, well, yeah, it's a forever rose kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, hypothetically, do you like Lego roses? And she was like, well, yeah, So I plucked that right off the shelf. As soon as she said that to me, I, like, pulled it off the shelf.
Yes, I was there with you.
Yes. And I was like, this is what I'm buying.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I wrote a letter to go along with my, like, Lego roses. And I put at the bottom of the letter, I was like, I hope you enjoy your hypothetical Lego roses. Yeah. I asked her how the hypothetical Lego roses were going, like they were doing, and she's like, I love them.
They'll never die. Another one is wow, Earth is so close to Jupiter.
Listen, I had never seen Avatar, okay? And I didn't know that it was Pandora, and it was very close to Jupiter, or whatever that planet is.
Or Man shoot. You literally just said that as a passing. It was one of our many late night drive home from the gym conversations. And I remember it vividly. We were driving home and all of a sudden you went, man shoot, I still gotta do laundry when I get home.
Yeah, I did.
Or no, sorry, the garbage. Something like that. And I lost it because I was like, what did you just say?
Man shoot.
Or shoot dang.
Yeah.
That has become a constant catchphrase of ours.
Yes.
Shoot dang. Shoot dang.
You gotta have the southern drawl, though. It doesn't work otherwise.
No, it has to be like, man, shoot.
Yeah. Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
They have to be.
Yes, there's plenty more that we just, like, sometimes will say.
Yes.
Some of them are not appropriate.
I think my favorite has to be the hypothetically. The
Funny
person.
to us because it was a not funny situation. Jimmy John's, if you know, you know.
Yes. Okay. If you were given the chance to explore ocean or space, which would you choose?
Space.
Ocean. I don't know because it's hard because they're both really scary.
True. Yes. I am terrified of space as much as I love it. Clearly, I have a. I don't even know if you can see that, but I got planets on my arm.
Whole solar system.
The whole solar system. I even got Pluto. Pluto's a dwarf planet.
Pluto is definitely. Well, actually, I'm gonna get flack for that, so I'm not gonna say it.
What?
That is the planet.
It is.
It's
a planet.
my favorite
NASA
planet.
announced it. Planet.
It's my favorite planet.
Mine too.
Yeah. It's pretty. I love the color.
It is. It is.
Like the new iPhone. Anyways.
Okay.
Well, they have like an aquamarine or whatever their color is.
That,
it's a beautiful blue.
Pluto's more of like a pale blue, but you know.
Anyways. Yeah, I would choose. I I don't like things underwater.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Because they're just both so terrifying.
True. It's just at least space. I don't know. Something just fascinates me about it. I would love to be like as much as I'd be terrified. Like if I had to choose, I would probably choose space.
You can see the northern lights.
Exactly. I want to see the planets up close. Like I want to see all the stars. I want to,
True.
It's very pretty.
I think I would still stick with the ocean.
Hey, you stick with it.
What mystery or phenomenon would you love to solve or understand?
I would love to understand the Conjuring hauntings. See if they were like actually like real or not. Like I'd want to be in the house while they're investigating it.
I don't know. I think mine would be what mystery or phenomenon would you love to solve or understand? I think for me, I don't know. The Conjuring stuff is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It is captivating, and I think that that's very interesting.
Yeah, and it's people question like actually like real or not all the time. So
Yeah, I think I'll pick that too.
okay,
that's a good answer.
Yeah. If you could instantly master any language, what would it be?
100% Spanish.
Of course, I think we all saw that one coming.
Yeah, 100%. My mom can speak Spanish, and then I wouldn't have suffered through my Spanish classes.
That's alright. Spanish is really, I mean, any language that's not your own is really hard. So
yeah,
take it at a college level, and it's like
that was next level. Didn't know what to expect.
No. I would pick German, only because that's Scheisse. But I also put an old dead language because I just think that'd be sick.
Yeah, so she could talk to the dirt.
Yeah, so I could talk to no one, but I sound cool doing it,
You talk to yourself now anyways, no one listens to you.
Exactly, so it's like, might as well do it in a cool language that if somebody overheard, they'd be like, whoa.
They just think you're crazy, and then you get sent to the loony bin.
I already am crazy.
Well, I already know that.
We both are. But no, definitely German, like realistically German. I would love to just like be fluent in German.
I would love to be fluent in Spanish. I think it's so cool. Probably like, I can speak English pretty well.
Yeah,
not great, but I can speak it pretty well. What's the craziest rumor you've heard about yourself? I already know mine.
Well, why don't you say yours while I'm conjuring up something?
Okay. Mine was, and it's still an ongoing rumor.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, this pertains to both of us. Never mind.
Yes. Everyone thinks I'm gay.
Yes.
I've gotten it in high school, and I continue to get it now.
Oh, 100%.
And I think it's hysterical because I am happily married to a man.
So is that like, I'm always strung along with you on that? Like it's me and you that are seen as the couple?
Well, not always. I mean, in high school, people just thought I was gay.
Yes.
And yeah.
But like, as of recently, some people thought that me and you were together. I mean,
you got a free drink at Taco Bell.
I got a free drink at Taco Bell during Pride Month. respect it. I love that, but it was like I was just standing there. I didn't want anything because I was like, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't hungry or something. And we were waiting for your order, and the one worker, she's like, "Oh, would you like a drink?" And I was like, "No, that's okay. I don't really, I don't want her to pay for it. I'm good." And maybe it was because I said I want her to pay for it. It doomed me. But she was like, "No, no, it's free. It's free." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna pass up a free drink." And then she was like, really like, she was like smiling sweetly at both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then later when we got out of the car, we both were like, I think she thought that we were
Together
because I looked it up, and during Pride Month, they would give away some free drinks sometimes.
Yep.
So yeah, I was like, you know what, fine. Sometimes I get why they could think that.
Well, yes. I mean, I asked her to go to the doctors. I don't like going to the doctors. It freaks me out. So I wanted someone to go with me. She asked when my last period was, and I was just like, just had it. I couldn't tell you the day. I'm like, I can look it up on my phone.
No, so she turns to me.
Yeah, well, because we had it like around the same time, so I was like, oh, she'll know. I didn't remember.
Thankfully, I did. I remember the day too. But like, it was very much like when you like go with your significant other or mom, and like they have all the answers, because like they both turned to me and waited for me to answer. Like I had the authority.
I was like, yeah, you'll know. I was like, I don't remember.
She was like sitting there, and she turned and she went,
"Don't you know?"
And I was like, last Saturday, the 13th.
And the doctor really was just like,
yeah, she was like ready, ready to do what I had to say, because she knew that I would know.
That was too funny.
Yeah, we would get that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. It's fine. I don't care.
I don't really care either.
You like who you like, but I know I don't.
Neither do I.
So,
if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? What kind of hard places?
I would love to live in Scotland.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Love to live in Scotland. That would be so cool. Scotland or Greece?
I loved Madrid when we went. It was absolutely beautiful. But I don't know. I would say Spain. Specifically either Madrid or Barcelona. So I could watch my team. Even though I don't really keep up with soccer, I do sometimes keep up with them. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that'd be my answer.
Yeah. Basically anywhere but the US.
That's not right.
Well, I mean, what's really that interesting around here that maybe if I had to choose somewhere in the US, I'd pick Salem.
I would say out west.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Or down in Florida to watch my Panthers.
Oh, boy.
No, I take that back. If I had to live in the US, I obviously still live in the US, but if I had to live anywhere in the US, I would pick Alaska.
Oh.
It's beautiful up there.
It is, but
it's cool. I've never been.
It's also cold.
It's cold here
most of the time. I know. That's why I wouldn't go anywhere else but here.
You want to go to Salem? It's cold there.
Yeah, but at least it's pretty there.
I'll just go get mauled by a Kodiak there.
I know all about those.
Me too.
I had to study about them.
Me too.
Ow!
What is your star sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio too.
I love being a Scorpio, even though we get
nice voice crack.
Thank you. I'm going through puberty actually. But no, I love being a Scorpio, even though we're really hated.
We are. We really are. But I love it.
I love being a Scorpio.
It's fun.
I don't care.
We're very intense people. Clearly.
We are. But
that's
I don't.
Nice.
Sorry.
It should be a thumbnail.
I had something in my eye.
Of being a Scorpio.
I do too. I don't see anything wrong with being a Scorpio. I don't meet many Scorpios.
And anyone I meet that isn't a Scorpio hates Scorpios.
Yeah, or they like the minute you tell them like, "Oh, I'm a Scorpio," they kind of go, "Oh." I'm like, "Oh, what?"
Say it.
Say it to my face.
Say it.
I shouldn't hate any of the zodiac signs because it doesn't define you technically.
What is your biggest pet peeve? I have a lot.
So I won't list them all because we'll be here for hours. I think when people stop walking in front of you abruptly, and like they've been going slow, or like you
Mhm.
can even separate those two scenarios.
I would say when people pronounce certain words wrong, like milk, it's
Oh,
milk,
yeah,
or pillow. It's not.
it's
There's a
pillow.
pillow,
Yeah.
or library.
Oh, library.
Library.
There's two
there's an
R's.
R.
Use it.
That, and then what you said about walking. That
Yes.
irritates me.
It's like don't like, especially like if it's a scenario when they're like in the middle of like an aisle. So it's like you're literally in the middle of a walkway where there's constant people walking. Why are you stopping in the middle? At least kind of like a car, pull over.
It's like when I go to
Stop.
Target and people are just like moseying along down the
Yes.
main aisle, and I'm like,
Or they're just like they're so slow, and then they'll stop and talk to someone. It's like you literally could do that anywhere else in this
I'm
room.
like, put your blinker on and turn into an aisle.
Exactly. Go
Please.
somewhere else.
Please.
Another one is ice chewing.
I do it.
Yes,
I do
mother,
it.
I love you, but you do it too. And when people, I hate when people chew ice.
I do it just to annoy you. Actually, I
too.
do it in general, but
Yes.
I do it extra.
No, but it's like when they chomp at it, and I'm like, it like grinds my gears. I hate it. It's the worst sound. It sounds like,
I've been better about doing it.
sounds
That, and when people don't have like spatial awareness.
yeah, yeah. When they'll literally just like, it's almost kind of like when they stop, or like they'll like just like walk, and they're like in a line, or like they're going to move or something, and they just like walk right into you. It's like, hello, have I never been here the whole time?
Especially if they know you're there and they still walk into you.
And they just, it's also basically just like strangers when they like go into my personal bubble,
I'm like, get
knowing
away
I'm
from
there.
me.
We're
Please.
already in a packed space. I already hate being here.
Exactly.
Or when someone won't stop making an annoying noise, like the clicking of a pen, and they know it's annoying because I'm literally giving them the death glare, and they still continue to do it. Or someone snapping their gum or whistling sometimes sets me off.
Yeah. Yep.
I have obviously a lot more, but that's like just a few. Oh, mine doesn't do that. Oh. Sorry.
This is why we have ADHD. This is bad.
Yeah.
Just. Oh, you can.
What is your favorite? These working conditions, I can't do it.
Bullshit.
I don't.
You just knocked yours over.
This is the first time I've ever knocked my mic over.
It's like the third time I've knocked mine over.
Oh shoot. What's your favorite color, and what does that say about
you? My favorite color is black.
Are we shocked? Are we surprised? Not the slightest. Well, I looked up what each of our favorite colors means. I'll tell you what black means about you.
I'm strong-willed and determined. Oh, and determined.
If you would let me read it, I'd be able to read it correctly. Yes, you are determined, but not afraid to pursue what you want.
Clearly.
Just like like that. That's theft. I hope everyone caught that on camera. I am calling the authorities. You're very independent. You value your freedom a lot, which I feel like is very true. You are very realistic and value practicality.
Yes, that is very true.
You are pretty confident. You have a sense of courage and challenge. I feel like you are pretty confident in yourself and who you are, and you're not afraid of that.
I do like to challenge people.
You also may be organized, maybe committed to completing tasks on time. I wouldn't really call you organized sometimes.
I can be. I'm not organized when it comes to like. I am organized when it comes to school, but I'm not. I am punctual, but I'm not. I'm a procrastinator.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, black symbolizes power, elegance, wealth, and restraint.
Elegance and wealth? Where? Who? Who is she?
My favorite. Did you just crucio me?
Yeah.
You're just dead instantly. Scared me. My favorite color is dark green, like forest green, like dark sage green, like a really dark, nice, pretty green. You don't.
I was shaking the table. I didn't mean to.
Apparently it means I value security, which is true.
Yes.
I like control in things. I don't like when things surprise me. I have a strong connection to nature. I barely step outside my house, so I don't know how true that one is. But I may be practical, balanced, and stable, but
stable.
But may also feel anxious when seeking balance. So I'm a very anxious individual. I can't stand up straight. I'm the clumsiest person you'll ever meet.
It's true.
So I am very clumsy, and I get into these scenarios where my clumsiness really at its all-time high. Yeah. So basically, I got these new shoes, and they're like these like platform sandals.
They're like the Doc Marten sandals that are like platform. They're
Yes.
basically that, but just not Doc Martens.
So I got them, and that was my only second time wearing them. Never wore them again after that. But I was literally walking outside to meet up with her, and she's waiting in the car, and I have like a little hill, like minuscule, barely even a hill.
It's just like a
slight slope.
Yes.
Barely.
Yeah.
And so I'm walking down because I walked through the grass because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go all the way around, thinking I'm, like.
You're safe to walk through the grass.
Exactly. Really, it shouldn't be that bad.
We've done it before.
I do it all the time. But I was walking down there, and then as soon as I got to the bottom of it, and I was on the sidewalk, because it wasn't the hill that got me, really. It was the sidewalk.
It was where it comes from, like, the slope. Actually, you know what? Let me draw it.
So you can draw it.
Let me draw it. So, like, it's literally, like, this is the sidewalk. A terrible sidewalk.
Yeah, it's okay.
And, like, the hill is literally just, like...
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just, like, a slight slope.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And as I was walking off said slope...
Right here.
So basically, I'm walking with my new pumps, right? And I literally get to here, and I rolled my ankle, by the way, so like it's already out. I'm already going down, and as I'm going down, I literally go down on my knees. I don't know how I'm supposed to be drawing that. There we go.
And then, like, you started like that, and then you literally ended up like this.
Up like literally on my hands and knees. Yeah, literally like that. And
wait, we gotta show the progression.
And so I'm literally falling, like it literally feels like I'm falling in slow mo.
It was so funny. She made eye contact, literally locked eyes with me. It was the
And not even that. Like 4 days prior, I had already fallen
in the same
way
shoes.
And so
right? You were wearing the same ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so I basically just like fell, like I literally felt like I was like in despair. Like that's how it looked when I fell on my knees. I just accepted it. I didn't know I made eye contact with you. I was literally just looking in the car window, making sure if you saw it or not. But I didn't know that I was, because her windows were tinted, so I couldn't really see if you were seeing me or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like sat there, and then all of a sudden, later, I'm like, I feel something wet on my leg, and I look, and there's like gaping, just like not hole, but like it was really
bad, like when you fall on concrete.
Oh yeah, I fell straight on concrete. But I had a scar. Still do, actually.
She got a scar from the Band-Aid, too.
That's true, because I had to keep the Band-Aid on for so long, because I literally ripped off 2 layers of my skin. And then the other one, I broke a toe falling downstairs. Just like the little mini things of stairs. So I was running after my cat, because he was trying to book it outside, and he's not an outdoor cat, so I was like, oh, heck no. Mm-hmm. I literally come running around the corner, and these are carpeted stairs, so they're slippery. So I literally get down on the first one, and I'm telling you, it was like a cartoon. My leg literally went whoop. I landed on my butt, on my tailbone, bounced down each step, but as I was going down, my foot was caught on the one step, and so it dragged it, and I broke my pinky toe on my foot. It takes a breath for me to fall down and bruise.
Yeah, she bruises like a Georgia peach.
I do. I really do. Or too much dark green can create a sense of gloom. And good luck, I'm like the epitome of bad luck, so I don't know where that came from. And it symbolizes wealth. Again.
If you could solve any unsolved crime in history, which one would it be and why?
Jack the Ripper. I
That is
mean,
very interesting.
he's the most iconic. I mean to say that and like give him praise, but he is the most iconic killer in the UK that started the whole criminal investigation.
Well, he also jump-started criminal profiling.
Yes. Yeah, he
Love
started
it.
like the whole profilers.
Yeah. I guess mine would be the Black Dahlia. I love it. I love the flower, first of all, but the case itself is just very interesting. And we can cover it in another one too. But
Oh, for sure.
um it's just I've done a lot of papers on it and I did like a whole PowerPoint presentation in college on it and it's just captivating. And I don't know. I love that case. I think it's so interesting. So for me that would be the one that I would go after.
Nice.
What's the most bizarre true crime case you've ever come across? The most bizarre true crime? I'd have to say it'd be the boy in the box.
Oh.
It was like a little boy and he was found in like a milk box. It was like back it was a long time ago. When they still had like milk crate cartons. I would have to say it would be that one. They just found him in like the woods in a box.
That's really sad.
It's crazy.
That's really sad.
Yeah. That one or the Jean Benet Ramsey case where she was snatched from her home and then found dead in her basement.
Crazy.
She was snatched from her bedroom. It was Christmas Eve. They found her Christmas morning. It was out in Colorado.
There's this one case, I don't remember the name of it, but it was a family and it was a guy that came in and murdered a whole family with an axe.
Yes.
Okay.
I know what one you're talking about.
That one. I'll do
That's
that
your answer?
one. Yeah,
okay.
That one. I just don't remember the name of it. Maybe I can put it up here, but I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Yeah, my sister went to visit. Well, you can't visit the home of the Ramseys, but it's like a gated home. But she went and saw it. She drove past it.
Lizzie Borden. That case is so interesting, and you can also go to that house too, and they find that it's haunted because they think it might be the uncle, her. You'll never know. You'll never know.
Pazuzu.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, we saw one of your guys' comments.
I replied to that.
Yes, and he is very interested because that one is very cool. Not because he murdered people.
It's crazy.
But because of the whole the devil and him changing his legal name.
It came from Mesopotamian roots. I did read about that. I also watched. We'll get into this when we do the episode on him, but him, Ed Gein is also very interesting.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, if you were a detective, what would be your signature investigation style?
I don't know. I don't really think about this because I've never wanted to be a detective. You have, but
my signature investigation style. Bad cop.
Ooh, okay.
I definitely would be very harsh. Just a no nonsense kind of person in general, and so I think I would carry that over to.
So now it squeaks.
I'll definitely carry that over to my investigation style and just be like, "Did you do it? Did you kill him?"
I don't know if I really have.
You got to be able to employ like a lot of different tactics.
Exactly. So I don't know if I'd have a signature one, nor I wouldn't want to be a detective really anyway. So
I love that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yes.
How do you think forensic psychology plays a role in solving crimes?
Nerd warning. Yeah.
This is why I got my degree in psychology with a minor in forensics, because you're first of all, you're using abnormal psychology, which if you don't know what that is, you hit your head. Oh, you're using the DSM-5, which stands for the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders.
Oh my god, nerd alert. Should have put a warning before you just spit out whatever the hell that was.
It is your best friend when you work in psychology because it lists all of the mental disorders that are named from psychologists, psychiatrists from around I think it's the world. And it lists like the criteria to diagnose with that. you're using that and you're using psychological testing um to determine like whether a suspect is guilty or not. It's I love it, and I've done psychological tests that are used for this, and it's crazy the kind of information you gather from it. There's more to that, but I won't go into detail. I won't nerd out. I could talk for a long time about that. Just absolutely spewed that whole thing.
Let me talk about anything in history or anything with books and video games. I will nerd out.
It's Diagnostics and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. 5. It's the 5th edition.
We get it.
You can even get pocket-sized copies.
Oh my god.
It's about this thick.
Read through it. Just imagine you're like in a thing, and then they're like, "Hold on a second." They like pull out this little card. They're like, "Yeah, you're number 5."
Yeah, no, it's a reference book, but it is interesting because you can. I think I actually for a while had the PDF version on my computer.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Like,
there's nothing wrong with it. It was for school. It was for school.
Yeah.
So I had a reason to have it on my laptop. It's not that I just had it.
Even if you did, it's really not that bad.
It's very interesting
you
to
can
read
have worse.
the criteria for how you get diagnosed. Self-diagnosis is not the answer.
No.
Don't do it.
But you should always be self-aware of your, diagnosis.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I had to get the bullshit out.
That is my geek out moment.
We just came back from eating again. I think it's gonna be a reoccurring thing.
We always take a break.
We get hungry.
Yeah.
And trust me, you don't want us hangry and then having a podcast. About the breaks, but we need to
they'll never know. How would they know? They're not gonna know.
Think twice if you need help. Stop.
Moving on to our last question. Have you ever had a theory about a crime that turned out to be true? Maybe this isn't like about a crime. It wasn't necessarily a crime. It was suspected. Do you know the Elisa Lam case?
That sounds familiar to me.
She was found dead in the water tower in the Cecil Hotel.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And they just changed the Cecil Hotel too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different name now.
So when I was watching that documentary, they were going through her stuff, and they said that she was a paranoid schizo, and I'm like, I was like, that doesn't really fit the description. Again, here we go with the DSM-5.
Oh, here we go.
Didn't really fit the criteria for it, because I was like, paranoid schizophrenia is special. It doesn't fit that same criteria. And she was on like antipsychotic meds, which is fine, it helps, but they were treating she was misdiagnosed. And I called that she was suffering from bipolar 1, which you can have you can have delusions, paranoia, and things like that, which share.
They stare the same.
They share criteria.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy to get them mixed up. I called it right, and I was so proud of myself. I was like,
you would have been rewarded a gold star for that one.
So they were treating the wrong thing.
My listening ears later would be so happy. Oh, no. You want to hear some good ASMR?
Not the bag of bones! Tell us what you want to do.
Why did you moan? I didn't moan.
You gotta share that story.
We're getting into her car, and she had the door locked, and I thought it wasn't, so I went to go open it. But then in my head, I grunted. Like, I literally just did like, literally in my head. But it did not come out that way, and I think you know which way it came out. I will not be repeating the noise, nor will I say the name of the noise, and figure out what noise actually instead came out.
It was so funny. My head shot up real fast. I was like,
Well, yeah, because
What?
it was quiet. It was so quiet because it was literally just us in the parking lot, and all of a sudden I make that noise, and I didn't know I did because obviously, like I said, in my head it sounded just like a normal grunt. So when her head shot up, she said, "Now what did you just do?"
Mm-hmm.
And I could not stop laughing. I am so shocked that no one else heard that. I'm happy that no one else heard it.
It wasn't that loud because I was like, did I really just hear that?
No,
like,
but it was loud enough that you could hear it on the other side of the car. Like I didn't do it
Yes.
just like under my breath. It was a full on noise that came out.
It was.
But I'm just surprised that because like literally their car was right next to us. So
Yes.
you know who you are. Glad you didn't hear it.
Mm-hmm. No.
I said but it just sounded weird because they made it more quiet. Thank you.
It was just funnier because she was under the table. I mean, we could talk future topics. You could let them vote.
I would say, yo, you could vote on, do you want us to have another fun podcast? Okay. I will. Oh, you didn't have to get rid of the drawing.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
It's no longer necessary.
Okay, so we could either do a killer.
I think we should do Pazuzu.
Alright.
Okay, we could do Killer.
Killer.
That was so unnecessarily loud. Fun. We can't hear. No. Fun. Oh god.
I really hope that you could hear the squeak that she just. Fun. That looks like shit. Alright. Or.
I'm sorry that you're taking up all the space by turning like this.
Sorry, my long legs are knocking on me.
Long legs? Your leg is shrimp.
But I have longer legs than my torso.
Yeah, you're unproportional.
I am.
I hope they can
Just
hear
like my
this.
brain. Can they even see that? Well,
fine. You know what?
Oh? Okay.
There we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
Or we could have like a game night.
What kind of G is that?
Oh. Oh, like yours is better.
It is. Superior G.
My god. I can't work with this person. With or without guests. So.
Quest? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, don't scare me like that. I thought I spelled it wrong. Okay.
Dude, that does look terrible.
Yeah. Should have just left my dang G alone.
No, because it was terrible.
You're terrible. That is disgusting behavior.
It hurt my hand.
How dare you act like that? Anyway, so yeah, no. In the comments, whatever one you want, or you can have a mix of both. We can always split the episode.
What game would we do?
We could do
Trivial Pursuit. Harry Potter.
Pursuit. Okay, yeah. I do that answer real fast.
I don't actually like Trivial Pursuit. I'm terrible at it, and it's just not.
Well, I don't care. Anyway, so while she's writing whatever that is. So yeah, we could either have. We have flirt. We have.
When you yell the same word 3 times and then proceed to think that every time it's right, even though you say no.
What if you read it wrong?
Yeah, no, that's not usually what happens.
It might turn up to be right.
It never has it now?
Hey, never say never. Yeah. So basically, comment whatever one that you want, or if you have a different idea completely, we'd love to hear it.
Make a play twister. Mic'd up twister.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. We will definitely do that sometime.
I say we should do. Well, I need my. I'm sitting too low.
You're also hunched.
Yeah, I look like.
Sit up.
Anyways, what is fun? It's supposed to be funny.
You're the one who wrote it. Do you see the way she looked at me? Like
I wrote fun, and then I was like, I think I meant to write more than that.
Oh, 100%.
But anyways, let us know in the comments. And
And also answer any of the questions that we had asked during the podcast. If you wanted to give us, I love sitting there and reading comments. So
Me too.
if you have any funny stories of your own from some of the questions, or anything that you want to ask us further that we can, answer,
Yes.
hit the subscribe button.
Turn on notification.
Yes, so that you can get notified for every episode. We try to upload at least once a week.
Yes.
Right now we don't have a true set schedule, but I try and get them up toward like the beginning of the week, just because it gives us more time. So watch out for that, and
Stay safe. Stay happy.
we'll see y'all next time.